Hello, my tubies, my TikTokers. I'm here with my son here today, and we were talking about how we are building up our social network. And I was trying to get my son to understand how this day and age, people really don't want. I can't even say it correctly. they, they are not trying to hang out with people who are broke, who never got no money. Every time you look up, uh, no. And my son feels that we should listen to his viewpoint. Here you go. Let's
Well,
share your view.
well, this is my viewpoint. Basically, I think that people, if you don't have the money, if you don't have that, at least have the creativity. At least come up with a plan that doesn't require a lot of money. You can have fun without having a lot of money. It's just like you just have to plan. You have to be creative. You have to try your best to think of new ideas and new strategies. And I think that it's really important that you do that because if you don't, you're going to end up losing people because you're going to be hiding in shame because you don't have money. How many good friends are lost because people feel like they don't have money? So then they just hide away in shame. Then the other person feels as though you're hiding from them and then you don't want to be their friend. So they just feel neglected. And all because you couldn't just be honest and let them know that right now I don't have money, but what I do have is creative interventions. I have creative thoughts. Let's do something free, a walk in the park. Let's watch a free play that they have in the park. There's so many different things you can do. So, Mom, how do you feel about that?
Well, Louis, my son, thank you so much for sharing your view. I'm sure that that sounds nice and that's the way it should be, you know? However, I don't know too many people who are signing up to hang out with people who don't have money cuz sometimes you want to go out to eat and you want to do different activities. And if somebody is always broke every time you look up, and we have the free plays in the park, but what happens in the wintertime? I live in New York. And I know, I could say, well, you could come over to my home to eat. You know, you could always afford to feed somebody, what have you. But I don't personally like I was telling my son when I was going through a financial situation and when I was not doing well financially, I was struggling. And the last thing I wanted to do was be around people. I didn't want to be around people, and I knew a couple of people from the church. However, the things that the people from the church used to do, it always you had to have some kind of money. And if you was living from paycheck to paycheck, that wasn't working. What do you have to say, Lou?
But here's the rub. Here's the thing about that. I feel like if you constantly avoid your friends because you don't have money, what's going to end up happening is you're going to alienate them. You're going to make them feel as though you don't value them. And you're going to end up losing those friendships,
But they're not
you
friends
know?
yet. You're trying to develop them. People
But
are not
once,
trying to hang out with nobody broke.
right, but once again, people have to know the truth. They have to see you at your best and also at your not so best. And once again, that requires you to be honest. And you may not have money, but you also have a
You don't have no
creative
friends.
mind.
You ain't gonna have
You
no
have
friends.
a wonderful working mind. And you said something about the winter. You can do winter activities. You can have a game night. You can have a trivia night at your house. You can have wing night. You can have different theme nights. There's creative suggestions, to let people know that you still value them, although you're broke. Not even, I don't like that word broke, but although you don't have any money, or currency, you still care about them. You still want to have them in your world. That's important. So
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. That's my son's take on it. And we see things differently, and I know about the game night and all of the other things that he said, and everybody's entitled to their view, but me personally, if I am not doing well financially, I don't particularly care for going out. However, what he said, it's true. It should, keyword should be like that, but is it in reality? I don't know. I don't think. But leave your comments because I'm always into people's viewpoints, and you got to hear my son. El Majesty. You've already been on his channel. So many people have seen his channel, and leave your comments, darlings. I love you. My lipstick looks crazy, but that's okay.